The more present you are, the more capable you are of celebrating, the more you can see and take in that is worthy of celebration.
Mm-hmm. And if something is in your life, if something's present in your life, it's cause for celebration, period.
Consider that. That is a powerful statement.
Mm-hmm.
How many things are present in our lives that we're looking at and saying, I wish that weren't present, or that should not be present, or I'm gonna need to fix this, or in some way outgrow this.
Yeah.
What Laura has just said is not a nice idea. It's a fundamental reality. If something is present in your life, it is cause for celebration. Why? Because of everything we've discovered up until this point, because of how generous and how capable and how brilliant life is, and how all of that life is constantly happening for you and constantly calling you up and constantly calling you forward into more life. Mm-hmm. It may or may not look like that on the surface. If someone gives you $1 million out of nowhere, you might be very excited to celebrate that. But if you meet something that appears to be a challenge or an obstacle, if it causes heartache or discomfort in some way, without a willingness to interpret that through these particular lenses, or rather to remove the old lenses and to simply allow the clear light of truth to shine down on the experience, without that willingness, you're not going to be able to celebrate whatever that apparent obstacle is. You won't be able to see that it's life's way of provoking more from the infinite well of capacity and beauty and brilliance that is inherently a part of you. Everything that happens for us.
Yeah. It's the willingness that changes everything.
Absolutely. The more flexible we can become, the more creative we can become, the more willing we can become to change our ideas and to change them in a particular direction, to change them for the better, to beautify them. The more of ourselves become engaged.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's celebration. That's wonder. Now, I told Laura earlier that if I were forced to choose, I might choose the 42nd Angel as my all-time favorite, because this movement from celebration to wonder to growth, it kind of contains the whole story. Celebration is the one single most important word I think that we've discovered and claimed as our own. Mm-hmm. It's the very foundation of the paradise we're building together.
Definitely.
And the pathway of wonder, of course, we've realized that over and over again, moment by moment, we're met with this opportunity to choose between worry and wonder.
Right.
And so we choose wonder because we love the idea of a world where we get to meet every moment with that like blushing of surprise, with that blossoming open of surprise and wonder and celebration. It's pretty self-evident that true presence demands complete surrender. Mm-hmm. You have to take your hands off. You have to stop trying to control, manipulate, or even understand or make sense of the miracle that you're swimming in at any given moment. So you surrender to the awareness of that miracle, and what happens? Everything else that we've talked about happens. You become enraptured. You become delighted. Mm-hmm. You begin to celebrate, and inevitably you become the embodiment of divinity, because in any moment where you are completely present, open-hearted, willing to celebrate, aware of the miracle, and growing, your heart, your mind, your being grows and expands as a direct result of that. In any case where you are blossoming open in response to life, you are in that moment actively exemplifying the very definition of divinity.